Kevin and Olivia, yeah, alright.
Do you remember what happened last season?
Nope.
Are we really going home?
Yeah, we're really going home.
Going home? What?
Seriously, what?
We get rescued, and I go back, I'm gonna be free.
We can't let them get in touch with our boats. The people on the boat aren't who they say they are.
Rescuing people, can't really say it's our primary objective. Then what is?
Yeah. I mean, what is? Come on, tell me. Such a great question. I need an answer. What is?
We have to go back, Kate.
Who wrote that line and why?
Why am I wearing this beard, Kate? Why am I wearing this beard? Come on!
That's a great way to write the commercial as well. Just a bunch of random scenes that don't make sense in and of themselves. It doesn't matter. God, how long did it take you to produce that? Oh man, like seriously, how long did it create that? Anyways, concerning Lost, it's almost half a show, or it's two shows that are trying to be one. It just seems that there's just too much. I mean, and I don't know if it's in a good or a bad way. It's almost like if you're going to have all these main characters in the first season cover, the main characters' backgrounds, and yet you keep having these, backgrounds, pop up, and okay, it just seems pointless. And yes, there, only so much time has passed on the island, and it's just like, okay, all right, I understand that, but and that's why I had to get rid of the kid, okay, but it's just progress as far as things are concerned. It's just very small, it's very minimal, and in a situation that's desperate, in a situation where epic action is supposed to be needed. Where did Battlestar Galactica go different? Battlestar Galactica comes right out of the gate with, this is society, and it's just like everyday society, it's just like everyday things. Okay, turn it on its head. So here you go, people fleeing for their lives, and so now they have to adjust. Now they have to figure out how they're going to get by. And yet that show has kept interest. I think there was some issue with some of the issues, or some of the episodes. There were some interesting, just like kind of one-enders, but they seem to employ the flashback, or really the flash forward and the flashback, and the whole like, this is happening at this time, this is what happened 20 hours ago, this is what happened 16 hours ago, this is what happened 4 hours ago, and I'm kind of exploring that storytelling style myself. So I can see how, yeah, you want to tell a really, just great story, and like there's some real strong impact, and you want to encapsulate that with some action as well. Or action or intensity. So, all right, hey, one of the guys is floating out in space. Oh my God, So why? How did they get there? How did that happen? And so now you can just, get to the key points of the story. And that was cool. But it's just like, I don't know. It just, it didn't seem to pan out so many times. It's just like, all right, come on, just get through this. And it's like the more long, drawn-out action sequences, or not action, but dialogue and just like introspection. They're just looking at something, moments. So that's kind of a problem, and what's good about Battlestar. But look at what Deadwood did with their dialogue. They would give you just a lot of big, heavy dialogue, and just Swearingen is just going nuts. He's just really just tearing things up and just cussing everybody out. and sending these guys, hither and yon, and then they end it, and it's like, stuff's gonna happen. So it's a real heavy scene. So you gotta have that with something light. So you go to the prostitutes, you go to the African Americans, you go to the Chinese, or you go to the sheriff. But really, they throw in a comedy or a light scene and a light emotional scene too. So it's a good counterbalance. So because you don't want it overbearing too much. And it's a good way to also just keep up the intensity, because what is the intensity of Deadwood? It's the dialogue, and it's a great way they sell it too. In that, look, I'm giving you instructions. I'm giving you detailed instructions about what's going on. Swears is just instructing these guys, and they're not buffoons, but they're fairly intelligent, and it's so amazing, just how it's presented, how information is given, and because. Good, bad, selfish intentions. It's just have gray area characters, have guys who they're going to do what's necessary, and they also have their personal quirks. And so Battlestar does that. It has these characters with quirks, with also these shortcomings, and they can exhibit them. The problem with Lost is that, okay, so you're trying to create this emotional drama, a relationship drama between the different the characters, and I think. Part of the problem there is that you're trying to cram too much into one episode. So it's better if, like in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where relationships slowly develop to the point where the two are very much together and they're an item. And then it continues for all, and then it slowly disintegrates. And so he'll even sow the seeds for disintegration in the moments of the happiness. So you just know it's like eventually things are going to drive this couple apart. But at the same time, it's you don't want to be beating over the head. You don't want to be that your only problem. So, and it also it's also a kind of like, if that's the only thing, and it's either there or it's not. Okay, now it's gone. So I don't know. So in the case of the android, but so back to Lost. Yeah, you just crammed too much in.